This is David Corin. I'm the founder of RVA Wealth Management, and I've been in the financial services industry now for about 40 years. During the last 10 years, I've been teaching classes on retirement planning in the greater Richmond area, and really enjoy the time I get to spend with people and helping them learn about personal finance. I think it's real important that people get a good education prior to making that move into retirement. And at the beginning of each of my classes, I ask two questions. I always say, hey, how many of you know someone who has retired and then unfortunately died within a few years? Always, I get a lot of hands go up in the classroom because personally, I know someone too. So not surprisingly, many people in the class raise their hands as well. People look around and say, oh, wow, I didn't realize that happens. And then I will also ask another question. How many of you know someone who is over the age of 90? A lot of hands go up then too. And the reason I ask these questions is to drive home the importance of purpose. So at the beginning of each of my classes, I am trying to get people to understand that the first step in determining what you want to do, how to prepare for retirement, is to understand your new purpose in retirement. Purpose is what drives you in your working years. So in many cases, everything revolves around work. So when you retire, that's gone. And what is going to be that new sense of purpose in retirement? It's very important for you to fill that void with something new. I always say, show me someone who dies shortly after retirement, and there's a very good chance that they did not fill that void properly, and they were floundering in retirement. When I look at my clients, some of whom are over the age of 90, I can clearly see what their sense of purpose in retirement is. It might be their spouse. It might be their grandchildren. It might be health and wellness. It could be anything, but the important thing is that you have something, a charity that you're involved in, some sort of community service program that you are plugged into. It could be church. It could be something along those lines, but it's very important that you have something. If you do not have a target, then there is absolutely no way you can hit it. So we spend a lot of time when we meet with clients to get a clear picture of what their target really is. Okay, sometimes it's not that easy, and we have to do a lot of questioning, a lot of probing questions to find out what those core issues are and what that client really is all about and what their passion is about in retirement. You may already have a clear vision of what you want out of retirement. And that's great. And many of our clients do. It becomes very obvious that they have a clear understanding when they come in. But it's very important for us to get a very clear understanding of your purpose so we know what we are aiming for as far as retirement is concerned. Once we have clarity around your purpose and your goals, then we can begin to build out your financial plan. That's first and foremost. Have the target, the purpose, and then you build a financial plan around that. It will enable you to move forward with confidence. There could be specific tax planning strategies that we implement, such as the use of donor-advised funds, QCDs, which are qualified charitable donations, Roth conversions, or gifts of appreciated assets. We may advise you to invest more conservatively or more aggressively, depending on what your plan is looking like. We may say, hey, you need to use certain assets for tax efficiency in different types of investment accounts. There could be a variety of things that come out of this, but again, all of these directions and all of these recommendations are going to be based on your purpose and your direction. Sometimes the purpose changes. It could be a family issue with, say, an adult child. I run into that sometimes, or a parent. It could be personal health or some other unforeseen event. So when that kind of thing happens, we are really good about running what-if scenarios to make sure that in the rare occasion that something pops up that we're not prepared for, we are very able to come up with a robust solution for that problem. We have very, very good financial planning software. It allows us to quickly adjust to any of new circumstances that we encounter and determine what changes, if any, we're going to need to make to the financial plan to make it work. This kind of flexibility in the planning process is critical, and it's also why frequent checkups are needed. So it's very important for you to have clarity around your purpose in retirement. What's it going to be? What is your new target in retirement? Are you ready? If you want to find out and you're not sure, come and see us. We'll be happy to spend some time with you, asking questions, digging into this, and making sure that your plan is going to support your purpose in retirement.